Yo, what's good, my fellow deadheads? Your overlord has returned, back with yet another JJK Phantom Parade video. And today, guys, I do want to be talking about the steps I'm going to be taking to make sure that I can properly save for Highjo and the Hidden Inventory Celebration. I call it the Hidden Inventory Celebration because I doubt it's going to be the first year anniversary. It'll probably be like here in 3 months, and I will be breaking down as to why I suspect that. Again, this is not confirmed or anything, but I do believe that it is very close that we're going to be seeing Hidden Inventory Gojo. And I mean very close relative to 6 months, or if you think it's 6 months, then it's much closer than you think. It's probably 3 months. I'll go over some dates for when the other characters are supposed to be releasing. And somebody sent me a comment one day saying they saw it on a Reddit post, and I didn't see that Reddit post, and I couldn't find the Reddit post when I looked for it. But I did see somebody else also say that same lineup of characters and dates whenever the characters would come out. So I am starting to see maybe a little more validity to it. I mean, it's kind of hard not to believe when you see multiple people on the internet who you assume don't know each other all saying the same information. That means that random people who have different various means of searching or finding the same information. The information's got to be out there in some capacity. I don't know where it is though. But we will talk about when the Hidden Inventory celebration should be coming. Like I said, what I'm doing to prep for it. Some of the goals that I have set for myself to be prepared for it, and just kind of like day-to-day grind stuff that I plan to kind of start locking back in on, because I feel like as the anniversary came, low-key maybe I didn't hit some of my grinds as hard as I usually would. Maybe I was in kind of like anniversary, like Twilight mode, and sometimes when you're in the anniversary and you summon the new characters and you get the new characters, you feel like you've accomplished a lot, but all you've done is spend your money. So you still got to do a lot of other stuff. And like, while I did farm all the events and everything, I feel like definitely, you know, my method for farming domain investigation maybe slipped here at some points, or, you know, I didn't farm this as much as I could have, or something like that. So I do want to re-lock in and min-max and farm everything as hard as I possibly can. But before we go into all my methods behind my madness, if you guys do like videos like this, then you can go down below, you can smack that like button, you can also subscribe, and you can also hit the notification bell so you can get notified every single time the Dead Man drops a video for you. And you can also comment down below and let me know what you want to know. But today we're going to go ahead and get right into it. So first I want to break down when I think the Hidden Inventory Celebration is going to be coming. So I believe the Hidden Inventory Celebration is going to be coming in 3 months and not 6 months, because the amount of content that we have to fill the gaps between right now and that set of content in the game is so much smaller than the gap of content we had to fill in before we got to the first anniversary. And even still, the first anniversary got pushed all the way back to the half anniversary for the global version. If you think about it, to catch up to where we are right now in the game, that means that we would have had to cover 1 year worth of content in 6 months time. So at 2 times the speed. And honestly, it felt like it was moving at faster than 2 times the speed, but nonetheless, in half the time we got all the same stuff. We're just waiting to see if Curse Sweep Battle pans out, but once that pans out, then we're officially kind of like there for all the stuff that they got in the first anniversary. And honestly, we already are there because Curse Sweep Battle actually came after the anniversary finished, but hopefully they don't plan to push it back too much and it does come a week after the anniversary finishes like it did on the JP version. But we do have to wait for a Curse Sweep Battle. And then also, specifically for some reason, it feels like the Hidden Inventory celebrations, they just kind of don't care as much about, or not they don't care as much, but like they're more willing to move it around. Because Hidden Inventory is a moment in the past that was talked about in the present, so it feels like it can kind of be visited upon at any moment in the game, or at least I see it that way. It feels like it can be visited upon in the game at any moment, and it could literally just be all chalked up to, you know, a flashback or something like that. Like literally, when the 1.5 anniversary started on the JP version, I was trying to make the point. I was like, yo, we could switch back to Shibuya or something. Like literally, the entire linchpin of the Shibuya incident plan is that Gojo sees Geito's corpse, and then like years pass in his mind, or not years, but like a year. How long did Geito and Gojo, how long were they actually at Jujutsu High together before Geito went psycho and left? How long were they talking to each other at Jujutsu High before Geito went psycho and left? The real questions. But I was trying to make the argument like, yo, we still could be in Shibuya just because, you know, their memories and the times they shared literally are, you know, the linchpin for their entire plan. Now, honestly, how the 1.5 anniversary is going, I feel like maybe we will see a third hidden inventory character, just because we've already gotten the first 2 characters as hidden inventory, and they've gone as far as to make us a character who never really even did anything in the show in Young Shoko. So it is what it is, and I think that they're kind of just, it's weird. They're obviously working on 1.5 right now, but it's obvious that they have the next thing in mind. You have to have that in mind as a development team, as a company. But like, yes, they're already looking back towards the Shibuya stuff, because I have no doubt in my mind that it's going to be Dagon as the Phantom Metal character that drops, just because it's coming next month. It's coming after the anniversary is done, which means we'll be back to the main story anyway. Who else would they put in the Phantom Metal shop besides the final disaster cursed spirit that we do not have, that we've been waiting for this entire time, at the exact moment when he would awaken and start to use his domain, or we would figure out that it was his domain that he was using the whole time, because Mahito and Geto and all them hang out in the cursed spirit beach all the time, and we just didn't know that that was a domain. I guess maybe you could figure out it was a domain when you saw Kenjaku just walk through a door in midair, but I mean, besides the point. But yes, guys, I think that we will be seeing everything in August. Another thing that kind of confirms my theories is that the friend invite campaign, when we got the first one, it did not last all the way up until August 8th. They quite literally had to reset it for this major celebration that we have right now, so that people can try to get more free cubes from it. And one of the things that they said for the global version of the game is that they know that they push stuff up extremely fast. So one of the ways that they are trying to combat that is by just dumping a bunch of extra campaigns on us, so that we can stack our cubes concurrently at the same time as other campaigns, to kind of try to combat all this stuff coming at us so fast. So I believe that around 8/8 we will see this reset. Like, we could see it reset on 8/8, or on 8/8 it could end and then reset after that. And the only reason why I think it's going to reset is because even in the Japanese version of the game right now, this is still live in the game. I'm pretty sure this just recently reset for the 1.5 celebration. So it seems like, and this is really smart actually, it seems like every single time they have an anniversary celebration, they are going to be pushing this to get newer players to join the game, which is always smart. Giving newer players a way to get an instant 1,000 cubes, and then giving you know, players who are long-time players. This is the type of stuff I want to see in more games. Like, this is for free-to-play, or this is for newer and long-time players, because long-time players have the opportunity to reach out to 6 different players, get them to join the game, and then get 6,000 cubes off of it. 2 multis is a lot more generous of a reward that I've seen. Obviously, gacha games give out rewards during celebrations and stuff like that, but everybody gets like the same amount of rewards. This is some of the better, like, long-time player rewards that I see in a game, besides the, oh, you've just been playing the game for a long time, so you just have a higher chance of having all the characters. Like, that's not a long-time reward. Can a long-time reward be something that I've worked to maintain the entire time? No, a long-time reward, well, yes, it can be, but I expect long-time compensation, maybe, for putting up with your bullshit and playing your game for such a long time, because you know these games are never perfect 100% of the time. For putting up for your bullshit for such a long time, I deserve some form of compensation. And I feel like 2 multi-summons for getting more people to join in and deal with the bullshit that I dealt with when I first started up, I feel like that's worth, you know, the 2 multis or something like that. But I do want to see more stuff like this incentivized, not just in JJK Phantom Parade, but in more and more future gacha games from this point on. But yes, this is ending at 8/8, so I believe we can see, what day is 8/8? Is that a Friday? And I guess it doesn't really matter if it's Friday anymore, because we saw them throw us for a curveball and do an update for Sukino on a Sunday. But 8/8, just so you guys do know, actually is a Friday. So we could get an update on this day that releases Gojo, maybe, or that releases, you know, the reset for the new player invitation or something like that. Or it starts off the first wave of events for the not even 0.5 anniversary. I don't even know what they would call the celebration at that point. But nonetheless, I'm gonna stop yapping about why I think is coming 8/8. Oh, also 8/8 is about 3 months. This is literally 3 months before our before the game released in global. The game released November 21st, so it's like 3 months and like 2 weeks before the game released in global. But that is a close enough range for 3 months afterwards to start up their first anniversary. And guys, I also speculate that maybe the second anniversary for the JP version of the game and the first anniversary for the global version of the game, they may be the exact same celebration, and we may get all the same contents in the same layout or push out, or what's the word I'm looking for? In the same rollout. There we go. We might get all the same content in the same rollout. The only thing that could be different is the global version is still going to be missing a few contents, maybe even a character here or there. But I do think that that's probably a possibility for what's going on now. The first official full anniversary for global is synced up with the JP version anniversary, and then literally afterwards, it's like they just kind of work to, one, add all of the monetized things that the global version has to the JP version, and two, work to add the rest of the content that the global version is missing. It kind of gives both of the development teams different complementary things to work on to make both of their games fuller, right? But now let's go over and talk about what I plan to do for my cubes, you know, banners, things like that. So guys, I will go ahead and say right now, I don't think there's anything currently in the game that I can farm right now for cubes. All of my content is beaten. I am pretty much waiting for the next set of content. And guys, like, I go hard. I finished farming Ichiji's report, Sukuna's finger, I think day 1, because I wanted that multi-summon for my stream. And then Cheeky Curse Explorer stage, which I don't even have to call it that because it's not even called that on the global version. It is called Spirit Bash Race. That's what it is. Spirit Bash Race Cursed Corpse Explorers. This, I got not this node right here, but a node behind it. I got all the way up to this node day 1. And then quite literally, I just got this one this morning, and now I need 1,500 more points to finish out the entire Spirit Bash. I already forgot what it's called. Spirit Bash Race? Yes. To finish up the Spirit Bash Race, I only need to spend 1,500 more stamina in the next 4 days, which is going to be supremely easy for me in the way that I play. But as of right now, I am at 14,625 cubes, and little secret, guys, I am actually the one farming the friend invite campaign accounts for my account, because everybody just acted like they didn't see the dead man's friend code. But I will not let anybody stop me from succeeding. I am still gonna put in the work and get what I need to get. But we are almost done with the friend invite campaign missions. We literally have not even 6 more missions, but 5 more missions to do. I gotta do this mission on 1 more account, and I gotta do these 2 missions on 2 more accounts. Yes, these missions on 2 more accounts. So 5 missions left total. I'm gonna try to wait for all those missions to be completed and accept all the cubes at the same time. But I'm not gonna lie, I think I'm looking pretty good right now. Nearly being at 5 multis so far, and the anniversary is not even over yet, because my statistics, my number, my information that I do the math on, I do the math for what I'm going to be grinding after the anniversary is completely done. So after Ichiji's report is gone, after Sukuna's banner is gone, and I guess after Cursed Corpse Explorers is gone, because this is a part of the anniversary too now, and after Jogo is gone, because I've already acquired all of the characters that I need to get from this. I've acquired all of the recollection bits I need to get from this. The standard banner, I could still use things from it, but I know what's coming in the standard banner in the future is too important for me to keep summoning. And like, I try to lie to myself and tell myself it's okay to keep summoning right now because it's the anniversary and it's like time for celebration and, you know, summon. But it's just like, if I can't stop myself from summoning, when will I stop myself from summoning? You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to use the fact that it's the anniversary as an excuse. I know I have a responsibility as a content creator to get these characters, max them out really fast. And I know y'all are probably irritated by the fact that I don't do showcases, but I want to wait. And it's like, I already know what's coming for the game, and I know that all of these characters are just gonna get an extra layer added on to them. So when I think about doing a showcase on the characters in a game that I know is gonna get more systems and improvements relatively soon, then it feels kind of like a waste to do all the showcases in the first place. And I guess people like to see the character at like each level and everything, but like, since I know Hidden Potential's coming, I'd rather wait for Hidden Potential, because I like for my showcases to be fully in depth. And like a fully in-depth showcase twice over is a little crazy, but a fully in-depth showcase once, you know, per character after all the systems come out, a little more bearable. Y'all got to think about it. I am still a man. Even if I was a machine, machines still have to be maintained and get their rest. I do have to turn off my computer quite a bit, and I have to let my car sit sometimes. So it is what it is, guys. But I plan to stack up to 225,000 cubes. That is my goal for cubes, because that is the amount of cubes that you need to pity 3 different banners, which is going to be a little rough for me because apparently Shoko is a must pick up, which is why you can see my wall of Shoko here. You know, you guys know my strat for building up and channeling my luck, my binding vow. One of my binding vows is that I have to cover my account in the character that I am trying to get. So we got the all Shoko spread. And honestly, I have another SSR Shoko page. Let me trade that out. I kind of wanted to put this one because Shoko is still on it, but she's just kind of like in the background lurking. But I'll do another page where Shoko is the focus, because I already have this one on. I have this one on. I'll do this one. Because even though Ichiji is just as big as Shoko on this one, they're both kind of like equally as big, and it still focuses on Shoko right here. So that's good. It works. And right here is literally Shoko as well. Then if we also come to my profile, you can see here, boom, Shoko. I even have a little self-introduction for her. That is like my full ritual. The only thing, and obviously right here, the only thing that I cannot break bread on is I cannot put Shoko as my assistant's character. That is absolutely insane. People, for some reason, aren't using my assistant character as is, so I gotta keep a crazy-ass character up there. But, yes, we're working on the cubes, and how do I plan on getting those cubes? Obviously, grind every single event that comes out in between. You know, Phantom Shop, I always talk about how it's really cracked. I'm probably still going to be frequenting Phantom Shop, or Secret Shop, I'm sorry. I'm going to be frequenting Secret Shop while we wait for this next tier of stuff to come out, because the Secret Shop is absolutely busted, and it does help you to push your account super fast. You know, you can buy things from Secret Shop like Phantom Metals. Bro, the last time I bought a bundle from Secret Shop, it was 500 Phantom Metals. I knew by the time I finished farming the Jogo event, I'd have the Phantom Metals I needed to buy my third copy of Jogo, so my second dupe. But my third copy of Jogo, I knew I would have all what I needed by the end of the event that came out. But I saw that random 500 Phantom Metal pack, and the 500 Phantom Metal pack also came with maybe AP packs with it, but it also came with 10,000 cubes. That's what got me up to like the 14,000 point so quickly after I drained myself down to 0 cubes. So obviously, you know, buying bundles here and there are going to give me extra cubes on the side too. And honestly, I am a tactical spender, yes, but it is kind of hard to be tactical with the Secret Shop, because most of the time I do buy the $80 packs, because usually I like to pick up 10,000 cubes. But also, you know, sometimes there is a really good $25 pack, you know, $40 pack or something like that in the Phantom Shop, and sometimes they do get me. It'd be like that. And there's also the rare event that I just buy tickets for a banner that comes out, which, now that I think about it, every character that comes in between Highjo and right now, I might have to buy the ticket bundles on them so I can do the free ticket multi, the paid ticket multi, and then I can trade in the 20 gacha points, because I'd hate to leave gacha points, like, you know, wasted on banners when I could have picked them up, and leaving them just sitting at 10 just feels kind of bad. But that is neither here nor there. The banner situation, man, I plan to skip every banner that is coming before Highjo except for Yellow Shoko. It sounds like Yellow Shoko is highly necessary in the higher tower floors, and also it seems that all the other characters are kind of optional and are not 100% a requirement in the higher tower floors. And if there is another character that is kind of a requirement in higher tower floors, they will get added to the standard banner whenever this celebration comes around. And guys, I'm gonna be real with you, I can see us getting like a layout. People think that they need to summon for, you know, Green Muta or this character so that they can beat the illusory tower as soon as it drops, so that it can be done as soon as it comes out. And you don't have to do that. You are allowed to wait for characters to come out so that you can beat a certain content. Low-key is kind of better that way sometimes, because then you know, that's just extra cubes that you can bank on later on down the road when you're desperate for some cubes. And, you know, after you get the character, you're not thinking about the cubes. The character's gonna be, you're gonna work on the characters, and then maybe getting those cubes are gonna be way easier than you ever expected in the first place. But between story events, map events, formidable battles, illusory tower, you know, all these different contents we're going to be getting, I have no doubt in my mind I'll be able to reach my cube goal, and of course with the amount of spending that I do in this game. But not only that, I have a feeling that maybe we could see the Highjo celebration and the tower floors come all at the same time. And even if the tower floors do come way earlier than the Highjo celebration, it's not like I'm just going to let them sit there naturally. I'm still going to progress as far as I can with the units that I have. And shit, maybe we even find methods for winning without these characters that people are saying you absolutely need. Who knows? I haven't heard of any method beyond that just yet, but it is still a possibility that those methods are out there. So I will be vigilant and I will see what I can do about that. But let's talk about my focus for my characters and how I plan to work on them now. So guys, I already did make a video talking about all of my Cursed Sweep battle teams. My Cursed Sweep battle teams is where all of my focus is going right now, because Cursed Sweep battle not only is the newest form of character growth that is going to be introduced into the game, but it is also a very, very impactful form of character growth that gives characters extra stats and increases one of their skills. I'll be fair, increases one of their skills, not some, and also gives them a boost to their passive. So passive buff, stat buff, and a single skill buff is all very impactful, but I don't think that that's enough to be like a full character, like, oh my god. But it does revive some characters for sure, or rather it just gives characters some use that didn't have use before, maybe. But Cursed Sweep battle is the focus of my fixation with my teams that I'm working on right now, and y'all already know the chain of command. Yellow gets your materials for red, red gets your materials for blue, blue gets your materials for green, green gets your materials for yellow. So I will be working on all these teams in that cycle. Yellow is my strongest team, so that is where I will start. Then we'll go over to the red team. The only character I need to get max level over here is Nanami, and then this entire team is not maxed out because Yaga and Nanami's skills are not level 10 completely, but Yuta skills are all level 10. Yuji skills are all level 8 except for one of them is level 10. Gojo skills are all level 10, obviously. And then, you know, these two's buff skills are at a really high level, but Yaga's buff skill, I definitely, oh no, it's at level 10. I like to get Yaga's ultimate to level 7 just because it's a debuff skill, and you know, sometimes I do use Yaga's ultimate, and the debuff's pretty solid. Then I want to get Nanami's ultimate to level 7 as well, just because, or level 10 as well, because it's a damage dealt increase buff. But after the red team comes the blue team, and after the blue team comes the green team, and then, you know, from that point on, all of my characters, all of my very useful characters, all of my priority characters will be max level. And then yeah, we'll just kind of go back around and start working on whoever we want to. I can give you guys a little pierce behind the scenes. Literally all of the characters here, somebody asked me to switch this to gray last night on stream. I like to leave this on level. There we go. So as of right now, all of these characters from Gakuganji above are all fully grade 15. Like, they do not need any more nodes, which is really nice, because I have speculated that grade 15 is just like the final natural grade in the game, because grades typically release every 2 months, and we have not gotten a new grade in like half a year in the JP version. I could be wrong. That could be a very big time range that I'm capping on, but it has certainly been more than 2 months since we've gotten a new grade in the JP version. It's been more than, honestly, the last time we got a new grade was all the way before the first anniversary. So it has been at least 6 months since we've gotten a new grade for the characters in the game. So I'm thinking that maybe grades can release now, you know, tacked on to anniversary celebrations or something like that, but we won't know until we know. That'd be pretty epic though if we get to a synced anniversary for Global and JP for the second and first anniversaries respectively, and they're like, all right guys, grade 16, you can push your characters a new 10 levels or something like that. That'd be cool, in my opinion. I think so. Then the natural level cap for all the characters in the game would be 150, and the really, really good characters that you like the most would be level 160. But I digress. All the characters below Nobara that are favorited are the characters that I plan to get to grade 15. So that list goes all the way down from Yellow Nobara all the way down to Kamo. And yes, Kamo's ass, Nobara's ass, Maki, they're all ass, but they do have an opportunity to become stronger and gain relevance again, not even because of the SP buff, but because I still do firmly stand on the fact that they will possibly be doing a system in this game like Extreme Z Awakening. What this SP buff system is right now is more reminiscent of Hidden Potential system, and it's literally called a Hidden Potential system. And if you think about the Hidden Potential system in Dokkan, the Hidden Potential system came out, and it seemed like it added something not common to the game, right? The Hidden Potential system adds on additionals, crits, and dodge, right? Those were things that were not originally in a character kit in Dokkan. Okay, cool. These character, you know, the character buffs that they're getting from the SP buffs is not originally on the character. Or how am I trying to say this? The skill advancements and the passive advancements for characters have not always naturally have been there, because you literally have to do the SP system to upgrade them to that degree. Does that make sense? That seems more like an easy A in certain regards. But when you think about the fact that as soon as it drops, every single character has access, and they're just taking their time to fine-tune each character's, you know, thing, and it makes sense that it looks like that in JJK, because in JJK Phantom Parade, first of all, every character's passives are just so unique. Like, characters had passives and auto skills, which were like two separate forms of like just specification for what a character can do. Eventually they got rid of like the characteristics and moved them down to the auto skills, so now characters do just have like a passive that is just multi-tiered. But even still, it looks like they started off with a lot of ambitious ideas in this game, and then over time they were like, okay, let's change this, let's change this, let's change this. So yes, characters kits do not look as good as they do before the SP buff, but we are definitely getting into an era of the game where characters kits are more intentional, are more thoughtful, and are probably way better than what the average unit would have looked like before then. So the SP buff system will probably change the landscape of characters forever. They will probably come out good naturally, so that people don't look at characters and instantly think, damn, I can't wait for the SP buff. Because when you have a bunch of old characters that you guaranteed probably have, versus a bunch of new characters that you can summon for in a game where you have to summon all the way to pity to get a character most of the damn time, people are not going to be summoning for new characters. So that means that they're going to have to push these new characters to a higher level to make them absolutely maniacal and make them absolutely desirable for us guys. And I know nobody's complaining about the SP system, but it's just changing the game in bigger ways than y'all can think about. But I have a bunch of any SSR character, I pretty much have them favorited for the SP system, because, you know, I feel like beyond the SP system, whenever we get that next, you know, level up, I feel like they'll probably be cracked. And it's not even to say that they'll stop at like an easy A sort of system, you know? Games are constantly looking for new ways to advance their characters. What was it in Dokkan? Okay, first it was super attack level, then it turned to hidden potential, then it turned to equips, then it turned to link skill levels, then it turns to, you know, this, that, right? It always turns into something new that you can do with these characters. So there will definitely be more levels that we can reach in this game, and I think that going ahead and getting all of these characters to level 140 would be a very good base. But with having 3 months time, getting these characters level 40 is going to be no problem at all. Oh, I never said it. Everything down from Nobara down to combo needs to be grade 15, except for Miguel, Inumaki, Blue Inumaki, Jogo, and Gato. Yes. In Red Panda, maybe? No, Red Panda's not there. No. It's Gato, Jogo, Miguel, Inumaki. Yuji? No, Yuji's at grade 1. Yeah, there's nobody I missed. Everybody else needs to get pushed up to grade 15. And Megami's not fully grade 15. He's still missing like 2 nodes. But that is kind of like my focus for my characters. The plan is to get all of these guys to grade 15, then to get them all to level 140, hand out Phantom Seals accordingly as I need to. So probably the next few Phantom Seals I get, definitely saving one for Highjo. I need to know who the second anniversary, or who the third part unit is for the anniversary before I know if I'm saving a Phantom Seal for them. But besides them, the only characters in my account that I'm maybe looking at Phantom Sealing, maybe Gato, maybe Zonji. Because I feel like low-key those two are going to be impressive enough without the Phantom Seal that like they won't even need it, but it wouldn't hurt for them to have it. Zonji might just get that shit. Zonji's a dirty dog, bro. Zonji, I'd be willing to give it to. Gato, I'd be willing to give it to. Nobara, I'd be willing to give it to. Megami, I'd be willing to give it to. Yeah, that's about where I'm looking at it right now. But level 150, grade 15, skills all level 10. I do plan to get all these character skills to level 10 because every character that I have start off, either it's very rare that I'm just starring a character based off of the premise, like they could be good in the future. But typically when I am starring off a character, it's because I read their kit and I'm like, something about your kit does interest me and I do want to test that thing out. But what else is there to talk about? I don't know. I guess what I plan to do for my daily grinds. Yeah, guys, this is more of a chill video. I'm just trying to give you guys ideas, you know, for what you could be doing to prep up for Highjo, because again, I think he's a really good unit. I think he's really cracked, and I think Shoko is. I think if you're summoning for Highjo, which you should be, I think you should be summoning for Shoko too, because Shoko is gonna make that man look like an absolute demon. So I do want both of them, and I just can't see any compromise on that shit. So I gotta start saving for both of them, bro. Also, I guess by the time the hidden inventory celebration comes around, I want to be account level 100. So I will be pushing for that, but that's gonna be a bit difficult because I have to stop using my AP packs now. Like, since I'm out of anniversary mode, that means that everything is a resource that must be saved, except for actual just straight up character resources. But I do plan to farm every single event that comes out ever. Like, guys, make sure you're farming these events out 100%. The only thing that I leave on the table in these kind of events is like in the story events, there's a mission for doing the story event a certain number, or doing like, you know, normal, hard, very hard, and special, like all a certain number of times. I'm gonna be real with y'all, I never finish all of those missions because I literally just go all the way up to special grade, do the mission, and then I just farm it on the special grade difficulty the entire time, and I never go back and do those missions for doing it on the lower levels like 5 times each. But like, those missions are okay to skip out on. All it gives you is more tickets to get through the pages for all the reward. Literally all it does is give you more tickets. There's a story event out right now, I can show it. So right here, these missions you can see, this is daily. I don't do the dailies because all this does is give me more stamina to fight against that enemy. And then literally I don't bother with these because all this does is give me more tickets for that banner to get more rewards. But guys, if you come and look at my rewards for the banner right here, I'm already on page 13, which means that I have farmed this completely and then literally refreshed this page twice already. And honestly, just because the points are sitting there, to kill some time after double drops is gone, I might go back in here, farm up a little bit more, you know, do one more page to get just a few more general resources. But other than that, I'm not really looking too forward to it. I pretty much save all of my experience, or all my enhancement stages, now my cursed object collection and domain investigation. I save it all for the weekend. Domain investigation, I still do follow the scheme of going in on domain investigation because double drops weekend ends on Sunday at 11 a.m. So I open domain investigation on Sunday, do it completely. Open domain investigation on Monday, do it completely. Open domain investigation on Tuesday, like this. And then when I open it on Tuesday, like this, I literally exit it and I leave it to sit because I'm in that one run. Wednesday's gonna charge another run. Thursday's gonna charge another run. And then when daily reset comes on Friday, that charges you your 3rd run. So you have 3 out of 3 full runs and you're already inside of a run. Then the double drop campaign starts and you can get 4 runs instantly with double drops. And yes, you are missing out on doing your domain investigation on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But by the time Friday comes around, you're getting 8 days worth of grinding in for the 3 days you missed. So it all adds up. Then Saturday comes around and you do another double drop run, and then you got 10 days worth of runs in a matter of 2 days. So it definitely does all pan out. And the only thing that you miss is the daily mission for clearing domain investigation. But I'll be real with y'all, you can start a dispatch, level up a character, spend 400 stamina, and log in and still get your 5 daily missions. So you can still get your daily missions, you can still get your cubes. Doing domain investigation literally just gives you 20 medals right here, but the 60 medals that you're gonna miss from not doing it on Wednesday and Thursday, or Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, will absolutely be made up whenever you do the double drops on Friday. So guys, definitely follow that method. And one thing that probably flew under the radar for a lot of people is that after this anniversary finished on JP, they introduced the new mechanic of domain investigation auto battle. So not even like auto battling each one of the domain investigation fights, more like starting up an auto battle on domain investigation, and it autos domain investigation for you from stage 1 all the way to stage 5. That is going to be magnificent. That's going to make domain investigation farms so beautiful, so easy, so mindless. You'd be an idiot not to do it. So it is good that they're already doing things also to make the grinding experience a lot easier. But not only do I plan to do that, like I said, I plan to save my stamina for whenever it's double drops on the weekend. So guys, here's the cheat code, here's the hack. What you want to do is, as soon as the game resets on Tuesday, you want to collect your Cursed Corpse Stroll stamina, and I'm going to go ahead and collect this actually because I'm waiting. Anyway, you want to collect this all the time until you get up to Tuesday on reset. As soon as daily reset hits on Tuesday, or even like right before. So for instance, for me, daily reset on Tuesday is at 11 a.m. So for instance, for me, maybe I accept all of my stamina at 10:55 a.m. What that does for you is it assures that whenever daily reset happens on Friday, you guaranteed maxed out how much stamina Kathy is sitting on. And when you let this max out, Kathy is sitting on 720 stamina. And after the hidden inventory celebration, they're actually going to level up the level of all of these Cursed Corpse dolls to level 10. I think you have to be level 80 for all these to just jump up to level 10 whenever it comes. But literally, this will probably go up by 120 more stamina, because I think every level you go up on Kathy, it goes up by 60 stamina that Kathy can hold. But that's going to take you for, if that is how it goes, right? This is going to change from Kathy saving 10 cursed energy an hour, because 10 cursed energy an hour means that it would take 3 days for this to fill up, right? 72 hours, 72 cursed energy. So I don't think it'll stay at 10 an hour once this jumps up to 840 here. If it jumps to 840, I think that this number will just jump higher so that you can still reach the max amount of stamina in 3 days. But also, I would like to say that means that, you know, even if you don't let this sit up to full, the amount of stamina you're just getting from the little bits of stamina are going to be not way more, but it's going to be a little bit more. It'll be way more the longer you let it sit, obviously, because an extra 120 stamina is definitely nothing to joke around at. You are allowed to max out your stamina at 900. So just letting your stamina sit for free and just coming and picking up nearly 900 stamina to grind whatever you want to on Fridays, absolutely crazy, bro. Like, just imagine an instant 900 stamina drop on the enhancement quest stage of the training beacon at the max level. Like, bro, that's a lot of experience that you can just pick up instantly on a Friday just from letting your stuff sit over time. Like, it's not rocket science what you have to do these things. But also, if you do that as well, I mean, obviously if you play the game naturally and just use your stamina naturally, you're gonna level up too. But I mean, those big stamina drops that I be doing, you know, that's what pushes my level so hard. Obviously, whenever I get AP packs, you know, using the AP packs, that pushes stamina too, that pushes level too. Like, a lot of different things push level. But at the end of the day, like, just play the game as you naturally would. I'm trying to think of anything else for like daily grind type of stuff, because like, I was going to do like a full daily grind video, but I feel like this is a chill video and I kind of just want to tack this on to this video. But domain investigation, we went over how to save up your Cursed Corpse Stroll energy. We went over the perfect time to do all these things here. We went over what else? Definitely make sure you are using 3 friends every single day so that you can build up your friend points for right here. Because I forget to use friends all the time, and low-key I be missing out on, I still have not bought all these damn recollection bits. And what's even worse is, These recollection bits are limited, and I never thought about that because I think that I've been picking up these recollection bits and not using, well, I've just been picking up this one and not using the dupes. Or have I been using the dupes? Let's take a look. I know that one with Eso or Kechizu, I know that one's maxed out. So it says I can buy 2 dupes of this one left, which means that one of the dupes I probably bought and traded for points because I was being a little hungry boy on the standard summon banner. The Kechizu one I know is 5 out of 5. So good. I didn't mess myself up too much in that regard, but I believe that they did already add another recollection bit to that shop whenever they started the hidden inventory celebration. So it seems that I am going to have to start really focusing up on those points as well. And honestly, let's go back to the shop here for a second. Domain investigation medals, you need 7,000 of these. Whenever this restarts, you need 7,000 of these to clear out the shop with the stuff that resets monthly. So the chaotic Jujutsu crystal and then all of the standard banner tickets. That requires 7,000 medals from you. I am nearly at 14,000 already. Honestly, after I do this domain investigation and the one tomorrow, or not tomorrow, the one today after reset, I'll probably be at 14,000 again. And then literally I'm just waiting for like 2-3 weeks, stacking up more of the phantom medals to try and just waiting for this. But I'm pretty sure they've added more stuff to this shop finally in the JP version. So I will just sit on my excess domain investigation medals and not waste them for anything. This is literally just trading up cursed objects. This will be the same for a little while until we get a new grade. Oh, what? When did I get a shard? Chat, I have no idea when I got that shard for this universal dupe. Oh, I got it at the end of the, last, Phantom Parade pass. And now no, I didn't. Because I had 9 before, which means if I got it from the Phantom Parade Pass, I would have been sitting at 11 of these. But I'm sitting at 10. So now I gotta figure out where the hell I got that one shard from. What? Did it come from Illusory Tower? Maybe it did. I'm gonna check that real quick, chat, because I'm genuinely confused as to why I have that already. Like, I've done the math. I'm not supposed to have that already, chat. Oh, let me complete this too. Yeah, nah, chat, I'm looking at these rewards. I'm not seeing, Damn, I didn't realize you can go through and look at the team that you used. But yeah, chat, I'm gonna be real. I'm not seeing I'm not seeing that shard in here. So I'm dead ass just like perplexed right now. Like, where the hell did that last shard come from? Like, bro, this is what I'm talking about. When you prep up for greatness, man, usually shit goes way better for you than you expected it to. Damn. I don't want to use all my stamina right now because I do want to wait for daily reset. Let's see. The game doesn't reset for another 2 hours and like 23 minutes or 2 hours and 13 minutes. So I'll push my stamina back to where it'll take about 2 hours to fill up. And then at 11, you know, I'll be able to spam some stamina. But I've already used all 400 of my stamina today. But like, guys, this is these little things that I'm saying right now, these little things you got to start to pay attention to. Make sure you're doing all your daily missions every single day. Make sure you come here and check every day and see if that mission for visiting the Discord is here, because literally every once in a blue moon, actually probably like once a week, we get a mission. It gives you 100 cubes, and the mission is literally just connect with the Discord server, right? All you gotta do is press go to or attempt or whatever it says right here. It literally will open Discord on your device, whatever you're on. You close Discord, come back, it gives you the mission. But make sure you're checking out this. But I don't think I have anything else to yap about in this video. I think I've covered like what my dailies are. Oh, and also guys, I mean, obviously don't forget to grind up your free tickets and everything. And also don't forget that we do have our free multis right now for this banner. We are on day 2. If you have not done yours already, by the time this video came out, it's probably too late for you. But please don't miss day 3. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the video. If you guys did enjoy this video, more of a casual, chill video, no real structure to it, just a dead man yapping on the yaps. But if y'all guys did enjoy the video, then go down below, leave a like on the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get notified every single time the dead man drops some more content for you, and also comment down below, let me know what you want to know. Facts. That's gonna be it for your boy DEADMANVINCE. The dead man loves you. Peace out.